What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Carvin Cerez, and welcome back to another video. And in today's video, this is what you need to know before you buy a Infiniti G35. So let's go ahead and get into the video. The first thing that you need to know about Infiniti G35, that it is reliable. Trust me, this car is reliable. It's going to take you to where you got to go. Plus, you can kind of push it a little bit and have a lot of fun with it while being reliable. The only reason why it wouldn't be reliable is that if you buy it from somebody that abused the car. But if they haven't abused it, then you're good. Trust me, the car is reliable. It's definitely gonna get you to A to B. You ain't gotta worry about it. The second thing that you need to know about the Infiniti G35 is that you're gonna need valve cover gaskets. That is a common issue when it comes to this car, is that they leak frequently. Like I believe like 50 to 100K, you could, kind of catch it right then and there. So if you have like 150,000 or 200,000 on your G35, I would go ahead and check just to make sure that it's not leaking and get those fixed ASAP. But what Nissan decided to do with engineering this car is that you can't just go ahead and buy the gasket around the valve covers. You have to buy brand new valve covers too. So you have to buy valve covers with the gasket with the spark tube seals in it, because you cannot just replace that on the regular DE. You can do that, I believe, on the VHR motor and I believe the HR motor, but you cannot do that on the DE. So you're gonna have to buy brand new valve covers. Now, I did this myself. You guys could watch that video if you guys like to. It's in the G35 playlist. But I had did that, and I had bought the valve covers at Z1 Motorsports, and I believe I spent about $500 for both of them. I believe Nissan wanted like maybe $800-900 for the valve cover gasket. So I could be wrong, but I think it was high up there. That's the reason why I went with Z1, and it's been doing me justice since I got it. So that's the second thing you need to know when you're about to buy this car, is valve covers is going to be a thing. Another thing, what you should know about the Infiniti G35, what you need to know before buying the G35, eventually you're going to need a new window motor, because how the way Nissan designed this car too is that, I'm gonna roll up the windows real quick and I'm gonna open up the door. Every time you open up the door, the window goes down slightly, and hold on, and then it goes back up every time you open up the door. So every time you open up the door, the window goes up and down. So that means the motor is working pretty much all the time. So you're going to need window motors for this car. Luckily, I haven't ran into that issue yet, but before it goes out, I already told myself that probably like within a couple of months, like 2 or 3 more months, I'm gonna just go ahead and replace it, just so I have a fresh one, just so I know, just so if it's raining one day and then the windows don't go up, I'm gonna be so mad. So I'm already get that replaced beforehand. So I already told myself, like, in 2 to 3 months, I'm gonna go ahead and get that fixed. So just know that when you buy a G35, the window motors goes out frequently because the windows is always working. The fourth thing is that we could go ahead and touch back up to reliability. This is a perfect daily and a perfect sports car. So I don't daily this car, but I have dailied it before for like a month straight, and I could say that the car was extremely good. Like, it was comfortable. Don't get me wrong, these seats are really comfortable. They're nice and bolstered up. The car feels comfortable. I just love everything about this car. The transmission shifts really smooth, and when I want to get off, I can get off. When it comes to like daily driving and for it to actually be a sports car, I feel like this is perfect. So if this is like your first car and you're not really used to speed, before you buy that SS, before you buy that Scat, before you buy that Hellcat, bro, buy you something like this to where you have some speed, to where you can kind of get to know speed before you actually get into something that actually got speed in it, so you won't crash out. So yeah, so this car has to be the perfect one. And like, for real though, like if you're like a student or you fresh out of high school, or this is your first Infiniti, I will always recommend you buy Infiniti G35. These cars are extremely fun. I know that this car has 280 horsepower now, but trust me, it's good. It's good. I feel like this car got hidden power because it just performs so well, and I don't know, it feels faster than 280 to me. It feels faster than 280. But of course, it's not 700 horsepower or nothing like that, but you can still have fun in this car, trust me. And it's a lot of mods that you could do with this car to make it faster. Like I always say, turbocharge, supercharge, whatever you want to put up in there, you could throw up in here, bolt-ons, whatever. That's what I'm be adding to my car really soon, so you guys stay tuned. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. I think I'm on the 5th reason right now, but another thing that I want to add is that the miles per gallon is not good, but it's not bad. You know what I'm saying? So when I was daily driving this car, I believe I drive back and forth to work, we'll say about 30 miles a day. So 30 miles a day, I'll drive 30 miles a day. Let's say my tank was on full. By the end of the week, after a 5-day work day, my gas tank would be either on half tank or a little bit under half, depending on how the way I drive. Because I ain't gonna lie, when I get off of work, sometimes I'll be tired and or sometimes I'll be feeling it and I'll be ready to drive. And I don't know if you guys can see my eye twitching or whatever, but I don't know, I can't stop it from twitching. So if it's twitching, don't mind that. But anyways, get back to the video. The gas mileage is not that good, but the gas mileage ain't bad compared to some cars. So you could definitely daily drive this car and still get good gas mileage. And I always say, it always depends on how the way you drive. If you got a heavy foot, don't expect for you to get great gas mileage. You know what I'm saying? So if you know you drive conservative and every so often you want to get off, then you know you good. You know what I'm saying? But if you constantly got a heavy foot and all that, you never gonna have no gas in this car. And also share tips and tricks how to save your gas mileage in your car. So if you guys haven't watched that, it's in a playlist of the Infiniti G35 playlist. I believe it's called The Secret of Saving Your Gas Mileage in your Infiniti G35 and G37. So if you guys haven't watched that, go ahead and watch that, because I'm telling you tips and tricks how to save your gas mileage. So go watch that, it'll definitely help you out. Another thing that you need to know, if you maintain the car is going to take care of you. I promise it will. I promise. If you take care of the car is going to take care of you. Now, for what I did as far as maintenance is, I did a couple of oil changes already. I did spark plugs, I did the valve cover gaskets, and the next thing I'm actually going to be doing real soon is getting a thermostat. So you know, with that, you know, they're going to drain out all the coolant, put new coolant in. Another thing is I'm going to be switching out these dry belts since it passed over 100,000 miles. And yeah, you know, just doing my regular maintenance, and I promise you this car is going to take good care of me. Now every now and then I like to get on my car, but as long as if you don't abuse it, then you're good. I never abuse my car. I don't sit there and red line all day or nothing like that. Even if I'm revving it, I don't red line. I just take it as far as to like the 6, and that's it. But that's the most important thing. Just don't abuse your car, and your car is going to take care of you. And if you maintain it, it's going to take care of you regardless. So don't listen to the people out there talking about the Infinitis is not reliable. They are reliable. I hear that a lot coming from people. So that's why I always tell you guys that they're reliable. Trust me, they're reliable. You good. But we're coming towards the end of this video. But overall, this car is an extremely fun car. You're going to have a lot of fun in it. You're going to fall in love with it. There's so many mods that you can put on this car. As far as maintenance, they still make OEM parts for this car, because this car is, you see these cars a lot. So you ain't got to worry about that, trying to find parts or anything for these type of cars. So you're good. Trust me, these cars are fun. I vouch for them all the time. I'm a big Infiniti advocate, and if Infiniti is watching, I think you guys should sponsor me. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, go ahead and leave me a like. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.